Hi guys, welcome back to Creative Witchy Mumma, and a warm welcome to those that are just tuning in for the first time. You're very, very welcome here. Thank you. If you are loving the content, please hit the subscribe and the notification bell. Then you'll know when I'm putting out some new content. Also like, share, and comment. I love all your comments. I try and get back to each and every one of you. So yeah, I would love any feedback, any comments. That would be truly appreciated. Today I would like to talk about intuition, and I suppose channeling intuition through motherhood, what that's looked like for me, and so far in mine and my son's almost 9-month journey together since he's been earthside. And I guess how my decisions have kind of led to us going against the grain a bit. I don't follow what the masses do in a lot of things, I think. So, but I'm following what I think is right intuitively, which is quite hard sometimes. And so I suppose here I would like to talk about what I've done, and I guess how I've overcome doing those things. So, firstly, since Harrison was born, like I said, I've been going against the grain. So, when he first came into the world, the first thing was I wasn't going to vaccinate him. I knew going into having him, I had booked in for a home water birth. Unfortunately, that was not how he was going to arrive. We ended up in emergency C-section. There is another video for that. I can link that one down below. So I knew we were then going to be in a hospital setting. So it was going to be, I was going to be asked about it. And I was multiple times, lots and lots of times. I was very adamant that wasn't going to happen to him. I didn't have his hearing test. I had nothing. He'd had a very traumatic entry into the world. So I didn't want to offer any more trauma to him at this stage. Plus, it's not part of my ethos. I don't think that, for me, I don't think we need as much as we're offered these days. So I declined. Again, that is my choice to do that for me and my son. But it's not easy. It's not easy declining these things. You constantly asked, constantly bombarded with questions and whys. And to be honest, I was just very polite and said, hey, look, you can leave your information. I will take a read of it. And if I feel that we need to go down these routes, then we will. But at this stage, I decline. So that, I guess, was number one. Number two was really just reaching for home remedies or natural remedies to help with any situation. So very early on, Harrison had what is called like a granuloma. Basically a bit of a growth on the cord, like from the cord cutting, so in his belly button. The midwife originally thought that it might have been a hernia, but it wasn't. And I went to the doctors because I didn't know what it was, and they said, we can treat this with some antibiotics. Now, I was extremely against using antibiotics. Now, the biggest reason was 2 weeks after his birth, I actually got infected and I had to go on antibiotics myself, and his reaction to them was dreadful. He lost weight, he was really unwell, and that was just through my breast milk. So I was like, there is no way I'm giving him antibiotics if I can get over this. So after a bit of research, very simple ingredient, which was just found in my pantry, Celtic sea salt, basically just salt water. So I did like a couple of saltwater baths, in just some warm water with a bit of the salt through it, just dabbed it on. And then each time I changed his nappy, I'd made like a bit of a solution, water and salt, just sprayed it on. Within days, I kid you not, within maybe 4 days, it was completely gone. His belly button has been just a normal belly button since. So yeah, very, very simple to get rid of. And in fact, that treatment was less than the antibiotics treatment. I think the antibiotics treatment was maybe 5 or 7 days. So just going down natural paths. The same with colic. He was diagnosed with colic. So I was advised to do this, to do that, to buy this at the chemist, to buy that at the chemist. And I was like, I don't really want to do that. So I, again, did some research myself and into natural remedies. Fennel really helps. So I was drinking lots of fennel tea. I was giving him some fennel tea as well, and also some slippery elm. So slippery elm mixed into some breast milk. That's meant to really help with the digestion problems. And look, he's always had digestion issues, but I continue to do these things, and I've never gone down the path of buying any over-the-counter medicine. The same now, he's teething. I don't use anything purchased from a chemist or from the doctor. I make certain things. So I make like a balm for his gums, which is basically just coconut oil and like a drop of clove oil. Very, very simple to make. It's nice and cool on his gums, helps with the pain relief. Also some chamomile tea. All of these things are very weak compared to what we would use for like an adult. But, so the dosage is very small. But I just think there is so much more that we can do. But I think we have to follow our heart, our gut, follow our intuition to be able to do it. And it's not easy to do. I tap into myself and ground myself, I guess, through meditation. I like to get out to the forest and, put my feet on the earth and, really tap in with Mother Nature. That's what I do. For everyone else there, things will be different. But the biggest thing for me to overcome, I guess, tuning out all the outside chatter is not tuning into the news. So not tuning into news. I don't really look through social media for my answers of anything. I try and stay away from it. And that has definitely helped me. And also advice from friends and family. Yes, that's been lovely. But I take it and I'm like, yep, great. And then, some of it I might be like, actually, yeah, I feel like that might be the right thing to do. And most of it, I leave it on the table and I go with my own thoughts and feelings. I've used honey with Harrison since he was born. He's now 9 months and he's only had 2 sicknesses. This is it. He has one. Sorry about that very loud noise. That was a motorbike going past. If you heard that, he's had a bit of the sniffles now, but we've traveled. We go out everywhere. We interact with people and everything, and he's really been very well. Same with me too, because we just go down these natural routes first, and it's not for everybody. But I think it's about following what your inner compass is telling you as a mother, as a parent, and really trying to drown out all the external noise, because that can actually be very hard to do as well. Especially if you've got a lot of friends or family that have been going through these same experiences. They definitely like to put their advice out there. Same goes for feeding. I really want to keep breastfeeding Harrison. We are having some difficulties at the moment, but I am persisting. So many people have just been like, it's okay. You don't need to breastfeed him now. Like, just give him some formula. And now he's going to be having a lot more solids anyway. That for me is not the way. For me, it's breast milk is how he's going to best develop. And so I will keep persevering with that. And that's my choice. That, again, is me following my intuition, saying, no, I feel that I need to keep on this journey. Solid food. Lots of people start their babies with the solids quite early, like at 6 months, or even earlier, and giving them purees. Buying pureed food, I don't do any of that. Everything he consumes is cooked in my kitchen. And if we do go out and he has anything, it's just like avocado, like just plain avocado. That's it. I haven't done this 100 foods thing first. I go with what I think he needs. I think he needs a lot of fats, good fats, like from meat, from like sardines, from liver, from chicken, from beef. So, he'll like chew on steak, and we have a lot of liver pate that I make, and whipped bone marrow and bone broth and all those things. I think that's what's going to make him, strong and healthy. And I steer away from, chips and pasta and things like that, because I know that they're not very good for me. So why would I want to feed them to my child like that? And again, that is just my thought process, and my guidance, I guess, my intuition, and me following that. But it's not easy. And I would love to know, like, do you feel like you're following your intuition, or do you feel like, that outside chatter really gets to you and you go down paths that maybe you think you might not have done? What do you do? I'm really keen to know, really keen to listen to everybody else's experiences too. Yeah, hit me up, pop some comments in. I try and get back to everybody very quickly. So yeah, if you've got any comments, please drop them below. But yeah, if you are loving this content as much as I am loving sharing it, and I genuinely, I love being able to share this, and I hope that people are getting something from it. I wish I had tapped into things like this as well, just to, I guess, hear some real honest feedback on, parenting and on all the challenges and things like that. I think I may have actually benefited from some of that too. So I hope this is helping, or, giving people a bit of light at the end of the tunnel sometimes too. So yeah, if you are loving it, please hit the subscribe, like, share, comment, and until next time. Mwah.